I'm Nathan, and this is my co-host Ed,
Hello.
and this is our first ever official episode of HobbyHammer, specifically our lore section, which we don't have a name for yet.
Yeah, but that's still in the works, I guess.
So, with this, we're just gonna do some basic introductions, talk about ourselves a little bit, what got us into the hobby, a little bit about our favorites, and what we kind of plan to do with this channel.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first?
Probably you, since you introduced the episode today.
Okay, well, my name is Nate, and I'm a pretty big nerd, I'd say, gaming, stuff like that. So getting into Warhammer was pretty natural. I've been into the lore segment specifically for probably, I don't know, 5 years, I think. No, like I wasn't as intense as it has been recently, but I got into it pretty early on, and then with Space Marine 2 releasing, I think I fully delved in, looked into the hobby more and more. Yeah.
Way different than me, I guess, because I had nothing to do with the lore. Everything to do with, like, the hobby. Hopped in about a year plus ago with Kill Team. Painted up some salamanders listening to some podcasts about lore, and then went downhill ever since. Read a bunch of books since then, and then know way too much lore now that I have outdone the guy who got me into the hobby. So
I think another good point would be armies. I currently am working on my first ever army, which is Dark Angels, and you have.
too many to count at this point.
Oh, come on, give us at least a rough estimate.
Like 6 40K armies, 2 AOS armies, and debating on a 30K army.
And which army would you say is your favorite?
They're all my favorites. They're all my favorite children.
Okay. Well, how about lore-wise? Which one's your favorite?
Probably. Don't put me on the spot like that, boy.
Oh, come on.
Probably Death Guard.
Death Guard.
Death Guard.
I would have thought it was Night Lords.
No, Death Guard.
Right.
Best boys.
Fair.
Typhus did nothing wrong.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
Typhus did nothing wrong, and Morty's just chilling.
I would say my personal favorite is Necrons, lore-wise, for General Army, and then Space Marine-wise, it's Dark Angels, I think.
Oh. Lore-wise would probably have to be the Night Lord trilogy, or Night Lords. They have the best book of all time. No hands about it.
A lot of people would fight you on that.
Don't look at me like that. You know,
a lot of people would fight you on that.
I don't think a lot of people would.
I think a fair amount of people.
I don't think at all.
I think a good chunk of Warhammer.
I don't think so at all, boy.
I do think so.
I don't think so.
So besides that, I guess we should probably just go over what we're kind of doing with this channel and other stuff.
Well, I guess I'm the hobbyist
and
out of the both of us.
And I'm more of the lore guy, I guess, because that's what I really delve into, stuff like this.
Yeah, and I'm the hobby guy who does hobby and lore, but actually plays the tabletop and knows what he's doing on the tabletop.
Oh, yeah, whatever, Mr. 17 Armies.
It's 7.
Whatever. Anyway.
You're just upset that you don't know how to pilot grenades.
Yeah, whatever. This part is kind of more going to be lore focused, and that's where I'm going to be for the most part. And then Ed is going to be doing more of like the hobby stuff, like what's the best airbrush, what's the best, blah, blah, blah. And I probably won't be in any of those because I'm less of the hobby side of that.
Yeah, I'll be doing like paint reviews and building reviews, or like potentially like live streams of like building stuff, but we're still figuring out the kinks of how to live stream on, the TikToks and the Instagrams and the YouTubes and all that stuff. So,
speaking of which, you can find us on. We have an Instagram and a TikTok, right?
Yeah.
at HobbyHammer for the most part.
HobbyHammer Bros.
HobbyHammer Bros. And
Because
mostly,
HobbyHammer is already taken for some odd reason on every platform besides YouTube.
dang, where mostly it's just painting, like
And building.
and building. Like you just did the night with the Night Lords look
Paint
on it
scheme. Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah. The most recent post was the Christmas Eve match against Dark Angels with the guy who got me in the hobby. And, Custodes for the dubs, as always. Because, golden muscle mommies, always.
So okay, all right.
I mean, lore-wise, all my Custodes are females, and anyone has a problem with that, dock it with me.
Wow, we're not even trying to like.
I'm not hiding that.
Dang.
Those people were idiots who burnt their Custodian models.
Really?
There were people who recorded themselves burning their Custodes models in a furnace.
I don't really keep up with the community that much. I guess I had no idea.
Yeah, just like how a lot of people are, what's the word? Without trying to, I'm trying to not think of a cuss word for down talking, but a lot of people are memeing on the new Fulgrim model because apparently one of his faces looks like he's absolutely having a laugh. Oh, I just.
Oh, way to go! Now I gotta censor that. Smooth one.
Yeah. Unless we just keep it in like this.
The Fulgrim model does look cool though.
Fulgrim looks insanely good. The only thing is, I do agree that he does have one meme face where it's just him smirking and then him just looking upset when he realizes there's a virus bomb.
Yeah, I think that's something I forgot about was that Raylor hit him in the teeth with a virus bomb, and that's kind of why he looks the way he does.
Yeah, he's just like, oh.
Well, back to the channel. The lore segments, I think so far we've agreed that it's less going to be either one of us teaching each other, and it's just going to be talking about it. Maybe we'll review some books if we ever finish a book at the same time. I have a small addiction to reading them.
And you also, override most of my progress. So I have to restart some of my books, a.k.a. Dark Imperium.
So don't share an Audible account if you want to read books, apparently.
Yeah, don't share an Audible account.
It just screws you over in the end.
Yeah. Don't make me have to actually physically buy books here, Nate. I don't want to physically own those boys.
I don't know. Is there anything else that you want to say?
I mean, besides that, you just more so keep an eye out on all the socials. I mean, every once in a while, I'm going to try to be posting as much as I can on the TikToks. I don't know if we're ever going to have an X account or a Twitter account, whatever you people want to call it these days. And I don't know what else we're going to try to be doing, but if TikTok does get banned as well, we still got our Instagram and we still got our YouTubes now. So, there's always those to look out towards. And I'll probably just be posting all those TikToks on the YouTube shorts on here rather than on the TikToks. So, if it does get banned in January, so that's something to look out for just in case. So,
yeah. Otherwise, this is really just two guys talking and doing what they love.
I don't know about love. You still haven't built the lion yet.
I love the lore, okay? I have my niche, all right?
I could tell. You haven't even opened up the Christmas box yet.
Hey, leave me alone.
No, we're going to talk about this. I built your Tech Marine before you built your Tech Marine.
This is my first ever army. I don't know.
And you, for some reason, decided to build a Cadian.
I don't know. It was a random Christmas gift.
Random, right?
Yeah, I asked for one random Cadian along with my entire army of Dark Angels.
You didn't have your entire army of Dark Angels yet.
True. Still.
Alright, well, I guess now we're going to sign off on this stuff. Don't really know how to do a sign off. So,
I would just say stay tuned for what we do next. Again, this is just us having fun.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
Keep an eye out on any news. So.
Yeah. There we go. You guys have yourselves a good day.
I guess peace.
Bye.